Hello, good day everyone. This is Teacher Justina and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new, please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and do comment below for more notification. Our video for today is all about transforming expanded logarithmic expression to single logarithm. So let us try these examples. Okay, so let us try these examples. There will be 6 examples and we can only express this into single logarithm if we will apply the different laws, the logarithm of a product, logarithm of a quotient, and logarithm of a power. So let us try number 1. Okay, so number 1, we have log of 192 to the base 2 plus the log of 6 to the base 2. And then since the operation used is plus, so meaning we will be applying the logarithm of a product. So if it is already expressed in this manner, by adding them, we are going to express them as a product. So the log of 192 and log of 6, they are all to the base 2, will be expressed in this log of 192 to the base 2 times 6, and then so far the 192 and 6 still can be multiplied, then it will be the final answer log of 1152 to the base 2, because 192 times 6 will be 1152. So again, it is being already in a single form. Let's proceed to the next example. Log of 36 to the base 3 plus the log of 4 to the base 3 minus the log of 16 to the base 3. And so far, we are going to consider that we are having this one, the plus, the two terms are being added. So we will be applying the logarithm of a product that we will be multiplying the 36 and 4, but since there is the difference, we will be also recalling the logarithm of a quotient. So therefore, the first one there is we were able to apply the logarithm of a product. That is why we have written it in this way. And then we still rewrite this. We will be rewriting it, that one. And since we have already the log of 36 times 4 to the base 3 minus log of 16 to the base 3 will be then expressed in this way. So this will be our entire numerator minus, remember that our dividend will be log of 16 to the base 3. So this time, the 36 and 4 can be multiplied and then over 16. So the simplified form will be 36 times 4 will be 144 over 16, but still the 144 and 16 still can be simplified, and it will answers log of 9 to the base 3. 144 divided by 16 is equal to 9. So number 3, we have 4 log of x to the base 5 plus 5 log of y to the base 5 minus log of z to the base 5. And so far, they are having bases which is common, which is 5. So what is the first thing to do is we are going to apply the logarithm of a power, and that 4 is already a power of x. So the next step is we are going to uh, transform this into a base x and an exponent of 4. So there's no 4 anymore before that word log. And that 5 also is an exponent. That 5 will be an exponent of y. So there's no 5 there anymore. So therefore, we have already rewritten in an exponential form. And next is we are going to rewrite log of c to the base 5 because there's no a number before that word log. So what is the next step is we are going to try check as to what law of logarithm is being applied. And since it's a plus, it is a sum of two numbers of two logarithm. Thus, we are going to express them as a product. So x to the power of 4 and y to the power of 5 is being multiplied with the base 5. And then rewriting the next term, which is minus log of z to the base 5. And since it is already a minus, so we are going to apply the logarithm of a quotient. So meaning, if we are going to apply the logarithm of a quotient, we are going to consider this as our numerator, and this will be our denominator. So we have written x to the 4 y to the power of 5 as our numerator, and then log of z to the base 5. We are going to write only the z because the base 5 there is written once only. Okay, so therefore we can still also finalize it as to isolating the parentheses. They are just the same value. Okay, so therefore we are going to proceed to number 4. Number 4 is 1/3 times 4 log of s to the base 2 plus log of t to the base 2. And then first is we are going to express that 4 as the power of s. Okay, so we have the 4 as an exponent of 4. I'm sorry, the 4 as an exponent of s. And then since there's no number before this second term, there's no number in there, so we have to rewrite still the second term in the given. And then the next thing is we are going to uh, find out what law of logarithm is being applied. And since this is a plus, meaning we will be multiplying the s to the power of 4 and the t. So it is now rewritten in this way. And then what shall we do next is we are going to take note that the 1/3 is a number written before the word log. So meaning this is the overall exponent of the expression s to the 4t. So what is the next step is we have uh, we are now rewriting that, and that 1/3, if we are going to remember the index, if we are going to raise it as a fractional exponent, that will be expressed into this way. This is cube root. Okay, so therefore the next process is multiplying s to the 4 and t, and the 1/3 will be isolated in there, but instead we have written it as a power of s to the 4 times t. Okay, and you know that 1/3 as a fractional exponent, if we are going to express it in a radical, that will be read as cube root of s to the 4t to the base 2. Okay, and let's proceed to number 5. Okay, so number 5, if we are to familiarize as to what law is to be applied, remember we have first term, and this is minus, and this is considered as our second term. So our first term, we are going to apply the logarithm of the power, and that 40 will become the exponent of t. So that's it. Log of t to the 40 to the base 3. Again, the 40 there is an exponent of t, and then minus that one will be that 8 again is the power of w, so that becomes log of w to the 8 to the base 3, and then that 16 log of x to the base 3 will be expressed into log of x to the 16. That 16 is the exponent of x, so that can be written now in this manner. So next is we are going to apply the logarithm of a quotient, and thus this will be our considered as our numerator, and this will be our denominator. And so far that will become log of t to the 40 to the base 3, log of t to the 40 over, this is a plus, so meaning we will be writing together the w to the 8 and x to the 16 as a factor. So log of t to the 40 over w to the 8 x to the 16 to the base 3. Okay, so that's number 5. And let us try the last number, number 6. So number 6, we have this is the logarithm of the power because that 2 will become the power of x cubed and that 3 will become the power of y and that 4 is the power of z and that 3 will be the power of w. So the next step will be, so that is already, remember that x cubed is our term in there, and since there is a 2 there, so meaning x cubed to the power of 2, and that next will be the 3 will becomes the power of y, while that 4 log z to the base a becomes log of z to the 4 to the base a, and that minus the 3 will be the power of w. And then as you can see, these three terms are expressed as a sum. So when we say expressed as a sum, we will be remembering that we are to multiply their factors. So that's it. The three terms expresses a sum. So that will become log of the x cubed to the power of 2 will become x to the 6, y cubed, and then z to the 4. So that is written as 1, and then minus this one, log of w cubed to the base e. So we are not yet done because this is expressed as a difference. So meaning we will be applying the logarithm of a quotient. So this will be our numerator and this will be our denominator. So our final answer will be log of x to the 6, y cubed, z to the 4, this one, our numerator, over w cubed to the base a. So guys, I hope you've learned something from my video today, and please do keep uh, watching some of my videos coming. This is Teacher Justina, and thank you for watching.